Starting at number 10, we have the Inuzuka Clan, and these are the beast users who partner with ninja dogs from childhood, which means every Inuzuka member gets a puppy when they're young, and that dog becomes their fighting partner for life. They use the four legs technique to gain animal-like speed and instincts, and their signature move is Fang over Fang, where they spin at high speed with their dog to create a devastating drill attack. But what makes them unique is the red fang markings on their cheeks and a sense of smell so powerful it can track enemies better than even the Byakugan. However, they don't have a traditional elemental kekkei genkai, which is why they're at the bottom of this list, because raw physical combat and tracking can only take you so far when other clans are bending reality itself. But at number 9, we have the Aburame clan, who are the insect masters, and this clan is terrifying because at birth, their children are offered to parasitic insects called Kikaichū that live under their skin and feed on their chakra. The bugs and the human form a symbiotic relationship, where the Aburame provides shelter and chakra while the insects fight on command. Therefore, these bugs can silently drain an enemy's chakra until they collapse without anyone even noticing. The Aburame are ultimate counters to most ninja because you can't see the bugs coming, and by the time you realize you're being drained, it's already too late. But they're ranked here because while their stealth and espionage skills are top tier, they lack the raw destructive power of higher clans. At number 8, we have the Nara clan, and these are the shadow tacticians, famous for their shadow possession jutsu that lets them manipulate their own shadow to connect with an opponent's shadow and force them to mimic every movement. They can also use shadow strangle to physically crush enemies with their shadow. But the real power of the Nara isn't just the jutsu, it's their IQ. Because the Nara have historically been the top strategists and advisors for every Hokage in the Leaf Village. Shikamaru alone has an IQ that surpasses most shinobi, and his father, Shikaku, was the head of military strategy. Therefore, this clan doesn't win through brute force, but through outsmarting everyone on the battlefield. However, they're still ranked here because intelligence only gets you so far when facing clans with reality-bending bloodline abilities. But things start getting truly dangerous at number 7 with the Hōzuki clan from the Hidden Mist, and this clan has the Hydrification technique, which allows them to turn their entire body into water at will. This means swords pass right through them, punches don't land, and most physical attacks are completely useless. Therefore, they're nearly impossible to kill with conventional weapons. However, their biggest weakness is that they must stay constantly hydrated because their bodies are made of liquid. And more importantly, they're extremely vulnerable to lightning style, which can solidify and paralyze them instantly. Notable members include Suigetsu and the second Mizukage, and while their defensive ability is incredible, they're limited by that glaring elemental weakness. At number 6, we have the Sarutobi clan, and this is the leadership clan that doesn't have any genetic kekkei genkai, but is famous for producing legendary shinobi who master high-level ninjutsu faster than anyone else. They're known for their fire release techniques, including the burning ash jutsu, but their real claim to fame is producing Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, who was called the Professor, because he mastered every single jutsu in Konoha and was proficient in all 5 elemental transformations. The Sarutobi don't rely on bloodline powers, they rely on pure skill and the will of fire. Therefore, they've shaped the Leaf Village's leadership for generations. But they're ranked here because raw talent and versatility still can't compete with the next 4 clans who have abilities written into their DNA. And now we enter god-tier territory starting at number 5 with the Hyūga clan, who are the all-seeing eyes of the shinobi world, and they possess the Byakugan, which grants them near 360-degree vision and the ability to see the entire chakra pathway system inside a person's body. They use the gentle fist fighting style to strike tenkaichū, which are the chakra points in the body, and a single hit can shut down an enemy's ability to use jutsu entirely. Therefore, in close combat, a Hyūga can disable you before you even realize what happened. The clan is split into the main house and branch house to protect the secrets of their eyes, and they use a curse seal on branch members that destroys the Byakugan upon death, so enemies can't steal it. But despite their visual prowess, they're ranked 5th because while the Byakugan is powerful, it doesn't grant the same destructive or reality warping abilities as the clans above them. At number 4, we have the Uzumaki clan, and these are the Sealing Masters, who are famous for their red hair, their massive chakra reserves, and their incredible longevity, which makes them live longer than normal humans. As distant cousins to the Senju, they also share the lineage of Asura Ōtsutsuki, which explains why their life force and chakra are so incredibly powerful. They created the most powerful sealing jutsu in the world, including the Reaper Death Seal that literally summons the Shinigami, and they have the Adamantine sealing chains that can restrain even tailed beasts. But what makes them truly special is that their life force is so strong they can survive having a tailed beast extracted from their body, which would instantly kill anyone else. The Uzumaki were so feared for their sealing power that multiple nations teamed up to destroy their home village, Uzushigodore, and this is why survivors like Kushina and Naruto are scattered across the world. Therefore, the Uzumaki aren't just powerful, they were so dangerous that the entire shinobi world had to wipe them out. But at number 3, we have the Uchiha Clan, who are the masters of genjutsu and possess the Sharingan, and this eye allows them to track high-speed movements, copy any jutsu they see, and cast powerful illusions that can trap enemies in nightmares. However, the real terror begins when they unlock the Mangekyō Sharingan, which grants godlike abilities, including Amaterasu, the black flames that burn everything they touch and can't be extinguished, and Susanoo, which is a giant chakra warrior that acts as the ultimate offense and defense. The Uchiha's power comes from what's called the curse of hatred, where strong emotions like losing someone they love trigger special chakra in their brain that evolves their eyes. And this is why the Uchiha have produced some of the most powerful and most tragic characters in the series, like Madara, Itachi, and Sasuke. But they're ranked 3rd because even with all that power, they were only equal to the clan at number 2. But at number 2, we have the Senju clan, whose name literally means 1,000 skills, and they are the descendants of Asura Ōtsutsuki, which means they inherited the body of the sage and possess infinite physical energy. They're the only clan in history that fought the Uchiha to a complete stalemate for centuries. And while only Hashirama, the first Hokage, naturally awakened wood style, the entire Senju clan is respected for being able to master any ninja art, from healing to space-time ninjutsu. Hashirama's wood style was so powerful, it could control tailed beasts and create entire forests, and he's the only person who can match Madara Uchiha in battle. Therefore, the Senju are the physical counterpart to the Uchiha's visual prowess. But even they aren't number 1, because there's one clan that exists on a level beyond anything the shinobi world can comprehend. And at number 1, we have the Otsutsuki clan, and these aren't even humans. They're interdimensional alien beings who travel between worlds, planting god trees and harvesting chakra fruit to gain immortality and godlike power. Every major ability in the Naruto series, including the Sharingan, the Byakugan, the Rinnegan, and even wood style, all originated from this one clan. Therefore, they are literally the source of all chakra and all shinobi history. Members like Kaguya Otsutsuki brought chakra to Earth in the first place, and her sons Hagoromo and Hamura became the Sage of Six Paths and the ancestor of the Hyūga, which means every powerful bloodline in the series traces back to the Otsutsuki. They exist beyond the concepts of life and death. They can absorb jutsu, travel through dimensions, and reshape reality itself. And this is why they're ranked number 1, because they're not just the strongest clan, they're the gods who created the system that all the other clans operate within. So that's every powerful clan in Naruto ranked from weakest to strongest. The Inuzuka with their ninja dogs, the Aburame with their chakra-draining insects, the Nara with their genius-level shadows, the Hōzuki who turn into water, the Sarutobi who master every element, the Hyūga who see everything, the Uzumaki who seal anything, the Uchiha who control illusions and summon giant warriors, the Senju who have 1,000 skills and created the Leaf Village, and finally the Otsutsuki who are literal alien gods who gave the shinobi world chakra in the first place. Every clan on this list shaped the Naruto series in major ways, but only one of them created the entire system that all the others live in.